tournament game. Right now we are in bracket 2, well round 2. We have the Wiggles versus the 5 seed filled up. The Wiggles had the first round bye as the 2 seed. They're now going to be playing their first game in the bracket to a team that they went to overtime with in the regular season. Let's get this started and see how it's going. Just to get you a little caught up with how the games are going to go today. It will be the first game tower. The Wiggles did elect on both of their maps to attack first, and then the filled up elected to defend first on their map. So the Wiggles will be attacking first on every map, which the map pool first was selected by the Wiggles was tower, which we don't know the extent of Dom's knowledge on the tower here. I feel like he would be the one that has never played the game during this era. But then the game 2 we have bank, which was selected by filled up, which they did pretty good in their last bracket game on bank. I believe that's the game that started their upset against slow rollers. And then for game 3, if we make it to game 3, will be Chalet, which is, I feel like, a mutual map for both of them, so I feel like it's going to be a good ender into game 3. I have no clue how either team's going to play this map. We have not seen this map played this season yet, and I'm really hyped for it. I love this map. I feel like this is a great 2v2 map. I feel like it's even a good 5v5 map, just needs some scaffolding or something down the side, like I've said to my friends multiple times. I genuinely love this map. I see zero issues with this map, except for the spawns. The attacker spawning on the roof all the time is just really annoying for them. I'm gonna be seeing Velk and Aruni, some kind of textbook picks. Don't really see Yogurt go Velk that often, but we do see Chewbacca go Aruni pretty often. I'd say that's probably his main. Which, instead of banning Aruni, they got Fenrir and Mira, who Fenrir is also played by Chewbacca if he's on the table. And I believe Yogurt also has some playtime with Fenrir.
5 seconds left.
Jackal's drone just not getting shot right now. Duck looked right at it.
Defuse a bomb.
Like I said, they're going to have to make their way down the middle or rappel down the side. Most people choose the middle, which we will be seeing here. We are getting a lot of commentary early out of me, which means I don't know how long we're going to go with complete commentary. We have some notes to look into here, which will give it some time, kind of let it build up. I will say, looking at the tournament, ever since Chewbacca's been playing a close sight, or just in sight, we've seen the team do a lot better than what they have been. Which we're seeing him play close to sight here. Give his teammates some nice support. Once again, I don't think Jackal knows this map all that well. We're going to be getting a gunfight out of Colin and Chewbacca. A lot of damage on the Colin here. One shot with Chewbacca's gun, 2 shot with... Ooh, nice down on the Dom. Chewbacca playing really aggressive right now. Holding as many peaks as he wants. He's 2 shot to Yogurt, 1 shot to Chewbacca. Very scary position to be put into right now. I think Yogurt's using a nice angle here, which he gets a bullet out, maybe 2 even, and he didn't die. I guess I was wrong. He's going to be placing a claymore on his flank. And last time we saw these teams out, they went to overtime, and the filled up lost the very last round of overtime, lost both their attacks because they got attacked first in overtime. Which just, I feel like, was a main problem, was because that last round, both of filled up teammates just whiffed their aim on the same Colin. Colin was just cabbed behind a bomb and they couldn't hit their shots on him. Gonna get the run. Oh, they saw each other. Chewbacca's got to play this smart now. He swung wide for where Colin is. Colin doesn't know where he is now. He thinks he's still right side. Chewbacca probably gonna play this pretty quietly and gets the kill. Nice opener on defense. Kind of what you need to see out of Filled Up right now when their defense is, so the attack feels a little more comfortable, especially going against such a great defender. Colin is amazing on a defense. And I do say a lot of the problems they have on defense is just both of them just over swinging. Like, especially in that situation, I was scared that Chewbacca was going to overswing that just because I feel like that's kind of what they do when they're both alive. So I'm happy that he played it safe there, tried not to overswing it, made sure he got the kill.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Which is pretty just textbook. I doubt anyone really remembers any strats on this map because this map has not been in the pool for about 4 years, I'd say. I mean, it might be less than that, it's just been a long while. Could even be more than that. I would assume an Aruni band comes out here on the next
10 seconds remaining.
2 rounds, unless they play something else that makes them pique their interest towards banning.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Another thing I do like about the way that the Wiggles push in is the way that Dom does a lot of droning for him, and then Colin kind of just acts on it. Which, my only concern with that is that Dom normally leaves himself somewhere in the map in a very compromised area. It's just, if you have someone roaming, you should have an easy interception on the Dom if we ever see that today. He dropped the elevator. He didn't drop all the way down. Not going to be too compromised. I believe Ayana is just droning from balcony. Gonna see her drop down, I believe. Looking like Colin's gonna be the main droner today. Dom's kind of just phase droning everything, which I believe his Jackal skin is on right now. I don't know if it shows it or not, it should. So he might not even be using the Jackal track to face scan. Mozzie's just in that deep cubby, no one can really see him behind that. All the walls were reinforced. Filled Up did a great job of preparing site for him. Gonna just be kind of face clearing everything. No drones going out. A minute left. Aruni's gonna be swinging that hallway where Dom is, though. Dom swung around in time, though.
Lost control of Gemini.
They broke it. Mozzie might get caught out here, though. It's just a bad position to have a 1x when they have ACOGs. And Chewbacca's gonna be slowly pushing around. He knows where he is. Chewbacca gonna swing backside, though. Try and get behind him. Dom looking like he doesn't know where he's going right now, just trying to get a flank on. And Chewbacca gets the flank onto Colin. Dom does not know where he's going right now because this map I don't think Dom's ever played. He might be able to get a peek onto the Mozzie here if he jumps in the window, but he's got to take the damage. nice cross angle by both of them. Just a very unfortunate position to put Dom into, considering how more recent he's gotten into the game. He's never really played tower. I believe every other player here has played tower a decent bit in their time. Just got to keep that in mind. Just kind of seeing Filled Up take control on defense right now. Their holds are being really well. Chewbacca's playing aggressive, which I feel like is just countering Colin's whole approach. Because Colin's also playing aggressive, and the face droning is just going to leave so many blind spots.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Laser gate in position.
I will say I did like the way that he Ayana droned into sight there. Just so he wasn't peeking it first, because he had no clue where anyone was in sight.
Surrogate deployed.
I did see Chewbacca and Yogurt on a little bit before the tournament today, which I'm assuming they were just warming up a little. I don't know how long Colin was on before.
5 seconds to go.
I know he's on for a little bit.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
That one drone did, oh, never mind, Mozzie had it. I was about to say, there's one drone just sitting there not getting touched at all. But it's because they owned it. Colin's already down elevator. Dom might get caught out here trying to swing this. They're all kind of swinging around, doing their own thing. Putting a lot of pressure on the Wiggles and Filled Up at the same time. Like I said, Chewbacca's doing these flanks right now. He knows the map. I don't know if anyone else knows the map like Chewbacca's acting like he knows it right now. He knew he would be able to get around there. But Dom's just sitting in elevator. And Chewbacca knows it. And he gets the kill. Colin gets the kill on the Yogurt though, but he's 1 health. What it really doesn't matter what the gun Chewbacca has. If he holds that hole he just made, he might be able to catch Colin out. He's gonna wait for him to hit an air jab. Yeah, that air jab just kind of screwed him over there. Made it perfectly to where he couldn't get in sight. I do think there's a chance that if Chewbacca was holding that wall, he would have been able to get a kill on him transferring to a hiding spot after he planted. But there's a very low chance there. There was also a window there that he could have rotated to that would have created less pressure because all of his air jabs were already used. It's just he would be stuck in a vault animation. But still, I feel like the vault animation is going to be way better than hitting an air jab. They banned Nomad. That leaves a few, I feel like, other deadly people on the board, though. Like, Rower is great in 2v2s, which we haven't really seen Colin play that much, so that's fair. But I feel like we've seen Dom play Ying a lot, and we've seen Colin play Doke a lot, which neither of those are banned. Talking about Ying, though. The last time these two teams were out, it was 6-4. Pardon me, sorry. It was 6-4. And then Chewbacca started using Ying. And he made it 6-6. And then after that, he didn't touch Ying ever again.
Laser gate
He abandoned the one thing that got them back into their game to win it.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Which, like I said, though, the Ying wouldn't have mattered for that last round. They both potatoed really hard on the Cav, and it just kind of left them open to both die to the Cav. Raur is probably going to try and lock down site. The only problem with that is this window, they can't barricade it off.
10
But they can
seconds
barricade
remaining.
off this door. They could even just lock down this whole site if they
5
really
seconds to
wanted
go.
to. Just push the elevator, break that, and then door off that.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Which might be the play, especially with the Ying. The only problem is 90% of them are going to be playing in there. We might see Chewbacca try and hold the elevator again from backside, which would work really well because I haven't been droning much. He's going to be running over, getting on that backside. Dom droning, nope, he's going to be yinging it out. Chewbacca's going to find a kill. He's going to get a couple tags on a Colin too. And he gets the pre-fire pistol whip. What a flank by Chewbacca, knowing that they've been dropping elevator the whole time and then hearing the confirmation call from Yogurt. Just leaves them with 2 free kills from them dropping down, trying to push site. Like I said though, that's like the main problem with this map, is that there's no like easy way to get in the building other than rappelling down the windows or the elevator. Which 90% of people choose the elevator, which is just kind of a death box at that point. If you had more people using the windows, there's so many windows that you can get into without like people knowing. It's just the sound is so loud that you don't really want to get caught out on that.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb.
I'm gonna be seeing Ying and Aurora again. Probably gonna try and execute the same strategy they just had. Hopefully not trying to go to the elevator this time. Hopefully trying to drop balcony so they have more room to work with and not stuck.
Shall go now.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Reloaded.
And then I didn't even realize it till now. They banned Azami and not Aruni, which I don't think they played Azami at all yet this game. And Rooney is just a constant pick for them. Maybe it's because they've seen tape and maybe Azami is Chewbacca's second most played op, so they just didn't want him to have that and would prefer the Rooney. The only problem I have with the Rooney though, like going against her, is you have to make that sound cue to get in. There's no way around it. Thorn might be able to get caught out here. As we've seen before in their last time out though, Yogurt got caught out a lot by Colin. Which I do like that they're switching it up, having Yogurt play a little more aggressive. Giving them mixed styles here. He's gonna show off straight Chewbacca's door,
Dome panel deployed.
which he should be able to punch down, I believe. He's gonna have the whole site to himself. While Plant's going down, they don't even know it. They are gonna pinch Dom though, which should leave a nice 2-on-1 against Colin here. The punch of down of the door, the spray through the wall, and the headshot. Chewbacca is having himself a game right now. He knew coming into this game that if he wanted to win, he had to be the difference maker that he was the last time they were out, and that they just fell through at the end. This time, I don't think he wants that to fall through. I think he's pushing forward for the win. Filled up looking like a really dangerous team right now. Even though it took them a long time to get started this season, it probably took them till 2 games before the end. And ever since, I'm pretty sure they've won out. They lost 1 game last bracket round, and that was first game on, I believe, Canal? It might have been Outback. I can't 100% remember. Could have even been Oregon. I think it was Canal, and then they won Bank in Oregon.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I don't know, I feel like Filled Up right now, just using their swing so good right now. They're not over swinging anything like I said they usually do. They're playing everything safe. They're swinging together, like how they took out Dom, and then they knew that if they took out Dom together, they would be able to try and shoot for Colin together. Because if they can get them both separated, that's two 2-on-1s instead of the 2-on-2s that it could be, or 1-on-1s that it could be.
10 seconds remaining.
I will say, I forgot about this wall being 6 length.
5
I think
seconds
this
left.
is probably the longest wall in Siege that you can reinforce.
Attackers
I
are
really
moving
don't
to
think
defuse
there's
the
another
bomb.
one.
Litigate
Because
deployed.
this requires 6 reinforcements here, and then there's 4 on that wall. That's all 10 for you.
Razor shell litigate in place. Surrogate deployed. Throwing the razor bloom. Setting the razor shell.
Gonna be seeing him push top floor again. This time not really out of the elevator, this time we'll be out of the hatches. I believe Dom might have dropped the elevator though. Seems like they're gonna be playing a lot slower than what they have been, trying to make sure there's no roam out there. Which I believe this round they're both playing site. Yeah, Chewbacca's close to site. He's kind of just playing to push. I don't believe anyone's gonna drone him out here. I don't think that they're droning really heavily right now. Sorry if you can hear my breathing in the mic. My mic's kind of weird right now. I don't know. I know that's kind of been a regular occurrence, but we bow with it. Chewbacca's Yoke's gonna be shooting. Maybe trying to cause a distraction for him? I don't know. I'm kind of confused right now. Oh, Chewbacca just had a lag spike. You do not want that going on right now. Especially with Dom swinging that staircase. Is everyone having a lag spike? Nope. Dom was just sitting there. They're gonna be clearing the hallway, but if Chewbacca swings that right now, I believe he should be able to get both of them. Especially with Dom being distracted. Gets the kill on the Dom. Colin's already in sight. Thorn on him! He doesn't want to wide swing it, but he had to. He was too scared to wide swing it to get away from the Thorn. And the Thorn just ate him up. What a good game right now coming out of Filled Up. If Filled Up can execute on attack, which, granted, I could totally see Colin winning the next 6 rounds they need. Just with how good he's been on attack, or defense. But with Filled Up only needing 2 rounds to execute, I feel like this game should be over in Filled Up's favor. That is a big should, though. Another thing I loved out of the last time these teams played, it didn't really happen much, but I saw it a couple times. Yogurt running Ayana just so he can figure out where Colin is. and they can kind of make a play off of that, because Colin's really like the main priority here. And look, he's already picking him. I love Ayana for Yogurt and then Ying for Chewbacca, just because Ying can lock down the whole site and get Colin to where he feels really pressured and to a corner, and there's not much he can do about it. And I will say this is another map for Colin where I feel like he
Protect your
can't
bombs from being defused
do his
by
spawn
attackers.
peaks, which is actually really good for filled up again. Because Colin does like his occasional spawn peaks, it's just he likes more to play site. Which if you mix those two together, to where you're not spawn peeking every round, but you spawn peek here and there, that's really deadly. A lot of people won't be expecting it then. I wonder where he's going to put the mirrors here. I'm assuming on these walls, but he might put them on that wall too.
10 seconds remaining.
Which this might be why they left mirror on the table, just no place to player.
5 seconds left.
I do remember people playing mirror in here a lot, like locking down these doors and
Attackers
just
are
playing
moving
that
out to locate
hallway.
a bomb
But
and defuse it.
What do you think? Everyone makes mistakes.
Dom playing Azami I also love, just because he kind of plays him how a Rooney should be played, but you can actually lock down angles to where there's no angle coming out of this window right now. I guess I can't say that. That could be very bad for the Wiggles, if anyone's going to be playing in there. I do like the fact that these guys are repelling in instead of just using the drops and stuff. Makes it a little more unpredictable.
Try to get through that.
I believe Colin only used one of his mirrors, which he might not need the other one right now. Might just be holding off on it. I will say, I definitely could see Colin getting away here. Just as long as he doesn't make any noise, I feel like he could be able to at least catch one of them out here.
Activating drone.
I do like the Jackal pick. The Grim pick is also really good, just like for intel wise. It's just, with Grim, you kind of gotta be able to lock down the site, and actually Colin was just droned. They're really taking their time here. Getting the proper calls like I said they should be doing, and everything. And then they're gonna be executing into one room. I believe he should figure out that he's gone at some point soon. And now they're just stuck in sight.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They should be able to isolate which site, but that mirror might put a lot of pressure on him knowing that Dom's behind it. It's just having someone on that wall.
I've successfully deployed.
He gets swung! Dom, just trying to run away from the Grim, gets shot through the wall and runs into Chewbacca. Colin left all alone here with Amira pointing towards him and getting the plant down. Chewbacca swings away perfectly. Colin is in the room with Yogurt. The knifes miss. He gets the second one. Colin with the clutch. Both people missed their knives. I don't know why Yogurt didn't keep shooting. If Yogurt did a knife there and just kept shooting, he would have been dead. Just an unfortunate play by Yogurt there. I think Chewbacca peeked away kind of at the perfect time so he didn't engage in a gunfight, but that also left Colin just 2 to the fuser. It really sucks when you execute that great as filled up, and then Colin can just come in and push and screw your whole plan up. What a play by Colin.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And if we want to take a look at their similar matchups throughout the year,
Attackers have located a bomb.
just Team 2 is a talking point on that, with Filled Up versing them twice this season. The first time they versed was week 1, I believe, or round 1 of the season, and they lost 3-7. Like I said, they really didn't get hot till the end of the season, which is when they versed them again, and they won 7-4. Which still very respectable.
10 seconds to go.
Just a nice split on a team that you're versing twice a season.
5 seconds to go.
And then the Wiggles only versed them once, but the Wiggles put them down 7-3.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Which I don't know if just Team 2 wasn't just playing right, or if the Wiggles were just playing a lot better. And then another matchup is GBB, which is technically the worst team in the league, standing-wise. Whereas Filled Up struggled. They went 8-7 against them. They barely held on and won. Which wasn't even a regulation win. That was an overtime win. Whereas the Wiggles put them down also 7-3. Apparently, they just like 7-3. Which could be where this game ends. We'll see how true that is. I do see Colin taking a couple more rounds here at least. I also see Dom getting a pick here soon. This angle is pretty good if they were to drop elevator, but I feel like Filled Up's just being kind of trying to play smarter, so they're not as predictable. So I don't think they're going to be dropping elevator at all today. There could be a small chance. They know where Colin is, which is huge. But they don't know where Dom is. Which I don't believe anyone's pushing Dom's way. Chooses to open the wall with a hard breach when I believe he should have bailiff. He should just be able to jump in here with knowing that no one's there. Might get a punch in the wall though. Chewbacca hears him, but he's gonna get swung! But Yogurt gets the refrag through the hard breach hole. That bounced behind him. That is not what you wanted. Bullets come out from both sides. Yogurt's just got to play this kind of safe, make him push. Kind of bait a plan a couple times probably. And they both whiff pretty hard, but Yogurt comes out with the kill. Nice little refrag that Yogurt needed onto Colin there, with Chewbacca kind of playing a little aggressive. He knew he was there, he just didn't expect him to get swung. Which just nice little refrag on Yogurt's part, and then the kill there was a little botched, but he got it anyway. That's to make up for the last kill he botched. Seems like we're seeing Yogurt botch a few end-round kills here. We're going to see the Yana and then the Twitch, which is perfectly countering the Capcan right now. I don't know if that was a goal when he initially picked them, because they have been using a Rooney and a Zombie mainly. Azami's been working really good. It's just not really much you can do when Filled Up is pushing together. And while they didn't really push together, I guess. But
Bomb located by attackers.
Seems like they really want to win this site right now. Well, I guess actually the first site they did win, and that was Barbecue. I believe. Let's double check the name. I don't even know if it shows me where I'm at, to be honest.
Let them come.
I feel like another aggressive approach is just jumping in this window, because I feel like no one really plays it.
10 seconds to go.
Twitch, and then Ayana at the Buck, which I actually don't hate, because they're not going to be really reinforcing anything, so you can kind of just open whatever you choose. Dom roaming is a choice with Azami. I hope he might be coming back to site. He is not. This might be able to catch them out downstairs, though. He seems to be running away and they are droning in, so they might be fine. I think if Dom plays this smart and doesn't really get too aggressive here, he might be able to catch the buck coming up to buck this wall. Seem to be going to rappel upstairs. Which I don't know if Dom's gonna hear. But I think Dom should be able to get this kill on the yogurt if he pushes out over there. Dom's moving though, that might be too early. He could get hurt here. He's definitely gonna get hurt on the Twitch drone. The pings come out. Buck swung too late. He's pushing back to where Buck just was. Is Colin coming to help, or is he playing to just take their time to kill him? He might be swinging out here. With the drone onto Dom here. He's gonna swing out! And Buck gets the down. Colin kinda outplayed himself here. They can push just straight into sight, but I don't think they know that yet. And Buck could get caught out here by Colin. He is flanking him pretty nicely. But he has the peek. He's aiming at it. Oh, it was the camera, not him. I thought he was aiming at him. I thought he heard him in the doorway or something. He might get caught out by that rotate. I don't like this hold right now. He's kind of putting himself in multiple pressure points. He has a claymore he can put on that door if he has to. He's gonna run into the other site. Colin should have heard that. And Colin gets the kill. Pushing this inevitable back even more. The Wiggles gonna have to go to overtime to try and win this one. They're still 3 rounds shy though. And all Chewbacca and Yogurt need is 1. I feel like those aren't bad betting odds. Need 1 round to win the game, and they need 3 to even come close to winning. I don't know if I like that Capcan ban. I feel like banning Azami would have got a lot more. I guess it depends on how you're looking at it. With them not reinforcing anything, the Buck is going to be good, and the Azami's not really going to be used that much, or like useful as much. If that makes sense. Which Dom does get off of Azami this time, goes Legion. Which thing I liked about Azami is that he would always just throw it in the middle of the door, so you would have to make a sound cue for it, which Azami's kind of doing that now, which is good. And now they're going to have a Legion to be getting some more damage and just annoyances out there. Which, if they're pushing slow, which they might be, they've kind of been doing on and off, that Legion might be able to counter a plant.
Bomb located by attackers.
Which we're seeing the Ying again out of Chewbacca after the ban.
10 seconds.
So that means
insertion.
Chewbacca wants to win this round.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving to
Might be
defuse the
trying
bomb.
to chill out in elevator. I don't know though. They haven't really been pushing elevator, but this might be the time. We'll see. This actually might work. He's gonna get the Buck down. He's not gonna overswing it. He's just gonna try and play the next peak. Which they're gonna be getting the res. A lot of pressure just going out on the Colin right now, but Colin's holding it like a champ. Just keeping them off. I like the one time they go to drop elevator. Colin's just holding it. He knew. Which we're gonna have Buck up on rafters. He's gonna be able to get a kill here if he tries to swing it. Which I don't think Colin's gonna try and swing it, but there is a chance with him running away. The sound cue draws Colin out. If he would have just baited it. But now he's left down there. And Colin kind of knows where he is right now. Gonna have two gunfights relatively happen at the same time here at opposite sides of the map, I believe. Oh, Colin gets lit from the doorway. I didn't even see the angle, but that looked pretty nice. I think he saw the body and no feet. Which Chewbacca is just gonna be coming up onto this wall here, or this door. Colin gets the kill onto Yogurt though. Which he's not gonna hear Dom in the corner. He heard him now. He has Yings. He's gonna toss one out. It's gonna go off. He gets the down on the Dom. Colin pushing in late now. Gets a tag. Both were one tap and Colin gets the kill. All you're thinking as Colin right now is one more round. Just keep pushing it back. Which I feel like Filled Up played that pretty nicely. I think after Yogurt scared Colin off, he played it a little too slow after that. Because once you light him up like that, I don't think he's going to be ever re-swinging that. But that was a nice angle held by Yogurt there. Just Colin played that a lot better by sneaking away. And then Yogurt not pushing up fast enough just kind of left him out to Colin again. This is a Colin versus Chewbacca show again, which Chewbacca having Yogurt here is why it's 6-4 and not 4-4 or 6-6. I think we're going to be seeing Ying out of Chewbacca a lot. It's just a really good op to try and push sight with, and then if you pair that with someone like Lion per se, or like Jackal or Doke, it's just so much roam clear with the Doke, and then the sight clear with the Ying. Even more sight clear.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
This team comp's kinda gonna go crazy. I do like their Rooney though a lot, and the Legion. These guys are kind of just using top 5 ops on both sides. I guess I couldn't argue Legion for a top 5. It's just Legion is so good at what he does though. It's just no one really wants to ban him because he's not like a Thorn or a. I would even say Capcan. It's just he's so annoying to deal with late game. If they have that heartbeat charge on Grim or Ying, which they have it on both, they could open up this whole wall now, or both sides of the wall, over here and B. I don't know where Yogurt is right now, but both of them are in sight. I believe they're gonna try and open this wall and hallway right now. Which honestly, the far left wall is not even reinforced. Colin holding a tight angle on reception. Wondering how Colin's gonna play this with that wall being open. I think he's just gonna try and hold the reception, but if they drone him out, they could be able to get a wall bang on him.
Kawan hive ready.
If they drone Colin out here, that's an easy wall bang, I wanna say. But the Ying's gonna come out too on the plant. Grim and Ying, like I said, just gonna be so good to hold down a site. He was blinded, but it doesn't matter. Chewbacca gets the refrag. He has an extra Candela, but he's gonna swing it anyway. He's gonna run away. Who's gonna win this gunfight? Both are being very aggressive. He's gonna take out the Legion Mine though. That Legion Mine kind of screwed him. I don't think he needed to take that out. I could get a replay real quick. I really don't think that was necessary. You knew with the plant down he had to push you. That Legion Mine definitely threw that game, I want to say. How much health was he at when he started taking that out? He was still at least 55 health. There's just no need to try and take that out then. You hear him running at you. It was such a good lead by Filled Up, and now all the Wiggles need is one round. And it's back tied, and they're going to overtime. And you gotta hope you get defense. It's a bad situation to be in if you're Filled Up here.
Attackers need to locate.
Having all that momentum just to lose it. You know you're not out of it yet.
Attackers have discovered the location.
But it's so sad losing so much momentum. What can I say though? Like, Colin's just that good apparently. I mean, it's not even apparently, it is. He got a kill that round, but didn't even care to count it. He didn't want it to finish. He wanted the bomb. I do like the castle play coming out, but with the sledge, the bucks just, I don't know. I don't think we need a buck when we just got a sledge, but honestly, that could just create multiple pressure points that
attackers are heading
over
out to defuse a bomb.
pressure the Wiggles. It's gonna be putting a barricade on a door that could castle. Rookie mistakes here. No, I'm kidding. Everyone makes that. Sometimes you just forget you have a castle, to be honest. They're not going to really even reinforce much, though, so the castle's not really going to be needed with the buck. Let alone having a sledge with it. It will force a sound cue, though, but they are going to start reinforcing those far walls, actually. That buck's going to have to get there fast if he's going to want to open it. He might try and get the kill here. He might wait for a reinforcement noise. And Sledge is going to sled to the wall. They're putting multiple pressure points, like we said. I didn't really expect it to work out like this. I didn't really think about it when I saw it. But they're both going to rotate around, probably open up this close wall. Put a lot more pressure onto them. If they get this wall open, they can kind of just rush that. They're going to open the window and the wall, it looks like. And he's waiting there for him, but they're not going to open the castle. They don't want that pressure, and I'm pretty sure they heard him through it. And the tags go out. Only a little bit of damage with the pre-fires too, and the headshot! What a headshot by Yogurt. I did not expect it. I thought he was going to run out of ammo before he even got to it. Just nicely played. Nice finish execution for Filled Up there. I did not think they were going to get... I thought Yogurt was going to die from the pre-fire because I thought he was going to run out of ammo by the time he got to peek him. Well played, well played. definitely thought that was going to slip through their fingertips, but you got to keep the games close, I guess. Alright, we'll give it a minute while we wait on the teams to get ready. Yeah, really upset win, game 1. Which we've kind of been seeing Filled Up play on another level as of recently, but I did not expect it to be able to beat the 2 seed. That, I feel like easily. Like, yeah, you could say the end score was close, but at the end of that game, it didn't really look like it. The way they took over that last round, but I mean, between the first half and the second half, yeah, the Wiggles started to come back, but Filled Up only needed 2 rounds on the attack, and they got them. It might have took to the last attack round, but that's all that was needed. Which we're getting Bank here, a map that Filled Up played really well last time they were out. And let's make sure everyone's ready. If anyone needs to go pee or anything, I'll allow that. Just a really well played executions by Filled Up together. Definitely look like their team chemistry's on an all-time high. We could see a championship team here. They just need to win one, and it's on their map. Which, if we're waiting on them, if I have the ability to go pee real quick, just so I can, you know, I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't accidentally start it when I put my controller down. Alright, we are back. And it looks like everyone's ready to start the next game. Bank was chosen by Filled Up. I'm gonna double check that it's Bank, but I'm pretty sure I remember it being Bank. Yep. And then Filled Up chose to defend first, which left the Wiggles to attack first every round because the Wiggles like attacking first. So it kind of just worked out for the Wiggles. But hey. gonna see what kind of bands we get into here. Probably gonna be relatively the same. Should be an Aruni, Fenrir, or Mira. Or maybe even Thorn. No ban out of... That's interesting. Especially with the way that they were using their operators last round. With Aruni and Thorn. Only Mira. I don't know if that was an ego thing, just Colin knowing he's going to try and clean him up this game. Or if they just weren't thinking about it or didn't care. Because now they get Aruni, Thorn, Fenrir, which Aruni and Thorn have been used with great success by Filled Up. But we are going to see a Snake out of Colin here, which, like, Snake is just all around good person, but in a 2v2, I feel like he's great. Like, I don't think there's many operators that are better than him in a 2v2. If any.
Defenders,
maybe
protect your
Doke,
bombs
but
from
even
being
then I feel
defused
like
by
Snake's
attackers.
better. Like, Doke's better when you have more usefulness with it, with more phone calls. Like 5 people can call instead of just 2. Whereas Snake, you can kind of just scan your whole area to make sure it's clear.
Bomb located by attackers.
Hopefully that game doesn't go to Filled Up's head though,
10 seconds remaining.
and they finish out here.
5 seconds to go.
If Chewbacca can keep this run up,
Attackers'
he
objective
might
is
just
to
be in
defuse
the
the
talk
bomb.
for the bracket MVP. I could really see it up there.
Laser gate deployed. Laser gate in position.
They're gonna be on repels. They're gonna have an Amaru rush, which Castle's gonna get caught reinforcing. Which Castle's gonna try and run out instead of just shoot. Kinda leaves me to question it.
Patient. Bye. Coming out to play.
Chewbacca left all alone. I really don't know why Yogurt just tried to run out there. The headshot on to Colin by Chewbacca through the head holes that he made. Now Dom with the shotgun, kind of left all alone, does not know where he is or where he's rotating to. He sees him, gets a couple tags. Chewbacca's gonna have to push here. Chewbacca kind of whiffing a little bit, doesn't have too much time. And he's able to get the kill. He doesn't know where it is though. It should be pinged. I believe he has enough time to get to it, which he does. What a play by Chewbacca, just cleaning up on the wall bang onto Colin and then just pushing up and getting the kill onto Dom, which I feel like Dom could have easily got that. I feel like he played a little aggressive. But I feel like when you have Chewbacca pushing at you, that's just a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Chewbacca showing why you need to ban a Rooney and not just Mira. He loves that DMR. I think out of like the past 3-4 games that I've seen him play, like matches, I think a Rooney is probably at least a 90 or 100% pick rate when she's not banned. I would say we could probably give it like a round or 2 where he didn't, but I would say it's at least 95. And then just Castle, just 2 textbook operators, especially with the way they're setting up site right now, just reinforcing everything, Castle and everything that they need to castle off. It's not leaving much room for the other team to push. I will say I did love the execution on the Yogurt there by the Wiggles. It left him kind of just with his pants down. Trying to reinforce that wall and then got off of it and got too scared to hide behind the bomb. He literally just tried to make a run for it. He had 0 clue what was happening.
10 seconds left before insertion. Bomb located by attackers.
Surya in place.
Just
5
too bad
seconds
that
left.
none of them could have got outside to get on the rappel and just create that situation 100 times
Attackers'
worse
objective
for
is to
Filled
defuse the
Up.
bomb.
With that bookshelf being broke too, it probably did not help at all. They're gonna be running in with a phone. They know where they are. Trying to make sure the stairs is clear. Oh, the headshot onto Colin! I thought Colin got the headshot there for a second. But Colin is now dead. Dom left all alone again. I don't even know how someone got a headshot there. I thought there was something blocking the way, but I guess not. Unless that chair shoot through, and that's what I saw. If he lights up that post, he probably kills him. It doesn't matter. Chewbacca completely on a tear right now. I gotta start building questions for one of the winners at least, because if they win this round or this game, they win it. I just don't know what kind of questions I'm gonna have yet. This is not expected at all. Which, granted, once we get the Wiggles on defense, like I said last time, 5-1, that's really not even that safe against the Wiggles. Which, yeah, it's only 2 rounds that Philadelphia has to win on attack, which we've seen him do last time, but that took to the last attack round to win that second one. It was almost an OT game.
Attackers need to locate
And not to
and
like
defuse
place a
bombs.
bias here, but I think going into this next game, the way that filled up's looking, I think if we win our game, enemies
Laser gate in position.
gonna have to do some film study on the filled up.
Surya jet deployed.
10 seconds left before insertion.
That castle or Rooney
5
strat
seconds to
again. This
insertion.
time we're gonna get it snaked with a Ying, which we've been seeing him with Jackal.
Attackers
The
must locate
Ying
and
should
defuse
be
the
able to
bomb.
complement the site takeover, with Septicon being able to see if anyone's gonna be around them as they push in. The Yings are gonna be very nice to be able to execute on that. Which both people are in sight. 2 castles over here. I believe there's a castle missing that hasn't been put down yet. Don't know what just happened there. Which I don't know what the plans are for that. He's not gonna see anyone up top with him.
Nearby.
What is happening right now?
Nothing
They're
to
having
worry
a stare
about here.
down. I believe Colin's trying to work with his teammate here. I don't know 100% what's going on in those comm station. But it would be interesting to hear if we could get like a comm station set up to where every now and then you can switch to their comms.
Nothing.
Just to
Be on
see what it's
guard.
like, you know.
Enemy detected.
But she knows one's in sight, no one on the outside right now. Or near them anyway. As the castle gets broken, Yogurt kind of pushes close. Gonna be able to create a lot of pressure if they try and push in here.
Drone up and running. Nah. Looks like
He's
they're
gonna
coming
know
out to
he's
play.
behind it though. But the cross angle, the pre-fire by Yogurt gets Colin down. The dual angle kind of just murked him there. Dom needed to push up with the Yings sooner. Now he's gonna just try and swing without the Yings. You gotta get those Yings in there, man. Can't be holding those in your pocket while you're dead. It's better to get them out than be dead with them. That is a great question, Chinpin. I have zero clue how Rooney is not. Oh, there she goes. Which still leaves Castle on the board considering they didn't ban a Rooney earlier and they no banned. I don't know if that was just an accident, but we're going to be seizing Tuberu now. He wants that DMR. But banning a Rooney makes it to where you have to go with a lesser ability to be able to get that DMR. Which you could argue the slug shotguns, you could go Goyo, Cade, which are two really good people that have ACOG. But I think he likes DMRs more than he likes slug shotguns. Just because the damage drop off on the slugs are a little more unforgiving.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Bomb located by attackers.
Wonder if they're gonna switch it off. They're gonna be keeping the glass and sledge here. Sledge is good for the castles, but if they reinforce all the walls, it
10
will
seconds
still
to go.
just be a one-way ticket in for the most part.
5 seconds to insertion.
Gonna be barricading
Attackers are
all
moving
of
to defuse the bomb.
reception front desk. Which they didn't reinforce the far walls of sight.
Wall's done.
He's probably just gonna break this window open. I'm assuming he's not gonna peek it, but oh, he didn't even break it open. Didn't even want to create the pressure point.
Drone is ready.
I do like this glass on the windows here, but I don't think they're gonna be peeking. I feel like Build Up's just playing too well right now to really overcommit to anything. And I think that's their mindset right now. Glad's watching the windows though when Sledge is already in. I feel like the Wiggles, this is the first time they're really feeling like there's not much they can do. I feel like Colin can definitely turn this around for their team if Dom can also start pushing up with them. Which they pushed together a couple times. Oh, that was right over his head. They pushed together a couple times, but it's just not been enough. The castle should peek here. And he does! He gets the kill with the two of them peeking. Dom still being outside of the building, just leaving his teammate alone to die, pretty much. Dom just not having a good day. He could be rusty. I don't know how often he's played the game since his last game. That bye week could have screwed him over a little bit. But as it looks right now, Chewbacca is looking to take that bracket MVP. If there is a chance for him to take it, he wants it. And then talking about MVPs, we still have not yet voted for the regular season MVP, which we will be doing soon. We just got to line that up. The All-Star game, I believe we have the top 4 100% confirmed, and then the 5 and 6 might not be. It might be the top 5 confirmed, and then 6 and 7 are close, so we can't really. We're still trying to figure that out, I believe. I'll ask around after this, and then next bracket game we should be able to announce the All-Stars. Or maybe we'll probably announce the All-Stars in the championship game. Oh, what a kill by Raccoon, just kind of through the head holes he was creating on his own there. Nice little wallbang kill, kind of just textbook, not really much to go on there. But yeah, we'll probably announce the regular season MVP and the All-Star voting in the championship game. Well, no. MVP will be announced at the All-Star game, and then the All-Star roster will be announced at the championship game. Sorry, that was a little confusing. All awards are given away at the All-Star game, and the All-Star game is just going to get told who's in the rosters at the championship game before it starts.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Ooh, Yogurt castling that off. Probably going to get hatches. Might just be rotating down the other way, but him castling off like that makes me think he's going to be roaming. Which I feel like with him only putting one castle down at sight, he probably won't be roaming, but there's always a chance. I don't know if I like him
Bomb
reinforcing that
located by
server's
attackers.
hatch if he's just gonna barricade
10
that door
seconds
though.
remaining.
I feel like that makes it to where if someone does roam on their team, they can't really watch
5 seconds
servers.
left before insertion.
Because if you open that hatch, if you're already gonna
Attackers
castle
are
that
heading
door,
out
there's
to
not
defuse the
really
bomb.
a purpose, I don't think. And then vault hatch is just getting left open, which might be the push spot. Either that or garage, or even going back to dirt. Looks like they're gonna be going back to dirt, getting a delayed push over there. Since they spawned the wrong side. There's not going to be any way for them to hold into there. That's just going to be barricaded off. That castle being backwards, though, might apply a little bit of pressure of them thinking someone's going to be over there. They're going to be smoking it. There's nothing there. That castle might really be screwing with them right now. Because they know it's on the back side. They're really expecting someone to be out here. That might have been one of their smarter plays, honestly. They really think because that castle's on the other side that there's someone out there. I didn't even expect that to, like, be a scary thing. I didn't even think of that when he first put it down, to be honest. Just pre-holding a C4. I think the next time someone punches it, he's throwing it out, or he's waiting for it to break. He's gonna wait for some footsteps, maybe. Colin waiting for the flank, but they're both in sight. Freezing the door. The C4 is gonna get into the frozen part, though. It's not gonna be able to go off. Screwed over his own C4. Not the best play we've seen by Chewbacca, but I don't think it's really gonna be seen that much. Colin should be able to get the kill if Chewbacca overexposes himself on that left side there. Did that nade roll? Alright, I thought that nade rolled towards Yogurt there. I think if Chewbacca just plays this slow, Yogurt should be able to get a good late game kill. He's gonna crawl out, get the kill on the Colin, and then get the kill on the Dom! The bullets shadowing the crawling, and he's just able to crawl out of there and get the kills. I think if he didn't start unloading his LMG there, he would have been able to hear him, but it wouldn't have mattered, I guess, because Chewbacca and him would have created a cross peak. Just very nicely played by Filled Up there. I really didn't expect that castle being backwards to saw as much time as it did.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I think if we watch Filled Up take this round, I might be calling it chalked. Because if Filled Up loses this round, there's still a good chance that the Wiggles can win this on defense with how good Colin is on defense. Like
Attackers
we've
have
said,
located
like
a
they
bomb.
came back pretty close last game. It's just not enough. Which they were 5-1 and almost pushed it to overtime. Let's see if they can do 5-1 and push it to overtime again. I think 6-0 though is where we're kind of drawing the line. If you're 6-0, you gotta win 6 to push it to overtime
10
and
seconds left.
8 to win.
5 seconds
Realistically, after the first 6, you can give up 1, but
left. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
ever since this team has been playing heavy sight, this team has been winning so much more. Like, I genuinely didn't think, like, changing up that much would do that to him. But it really does put that much pressure on him. Colin gonna be repelling on the windows. They have a Ying and a Grim, which we saw filled up used to great use on tower. Gonna try and throw the Ying out, leaning the wrong way. Could get peeked by the Tuberu here. Gonna try and jump in. The Tuberu gonna swing. Oh, the C4 and Yogurt swings him. Colin left all by himself with being reinforced out of sight and no way to break anything. He has no hard breach. He has to punch the castle. Unless he comes to that window that he came through. Which him having a castle in pocket could literally just shut off the whole site. Which he's gonna be breaking that castle. Probably gonna get a Tuberu on it as well. No Tuberu thrown yet. You know, I didn't think Tuberu would be used to such, like, different uses. I didn't expect him to be used this, like, aggressively for swinging in. Like, that was just a great Tuberu through, and then the execution by Yogurt on those punch holes. I think Tuberu is very underrated for how Chewbacca's been playing him right now. Like, you think he's just for getting a wall to, like, people off the wall, but no, he's good for countering people swinging in because their sight just goes bye-bye. People have to start guessing where their middle of the scope is. Yogurt's actually taken over this game. Chewbacca's still not died yet in this round. At the rate this is going, we can kind of start talking about what happens next. Which there is a chance the Wiggles come back, but I'll start talking about possible futures with the way one's going, and I'll just go with the top seeds, like winning out, which probably won't happen, but I'm just saying the most likely option. Which, the Spam Invitational. Let's look at it. With filled up winning this, I would send the Wiggles down, and that would mean, 1 second. It would kind of depend on who wins out of Tsunami and GBB in the last chance bracket. With the win from GBB, which most likely won't happen because that's the 8 seed versus the 3 seed. So I guess we'll just go with the 3 seed just to get it more balanced or more likely odds. Like I said, we should probably go with the top seed. I don't know why I tried to not. That would put, depending on who wins out of Enemy and just Team 2, which like I said, we'll probably just go with top seeds. That would put Enemy versus Filled Up
5 seconds to insert.
in the semifinals right before the championship, or right before the finals.
Moving to defuse a bomb.
And then that would put the Wiggles versus Slow Rollers, and then just Team 2 versus Tsunami. Which is kind of some interesting matchups, because we just seen just Team 2 versus Tsunami, and just Team 2, the underdog, won that. Which we've kind of been seeing the opposite come out of them than that we've had of Filled Up. Filled Up kind of took charge in the last half of the season, whereas Tsunami kind of fell off in the last half of the season. And then if we get Slow Rollers versus the Wiggles, we haven't seen that yet in the bracket. We might not have seen that game at all yet. Oh, almost a headshot on the Yogurt there. That was a nice peek by Colin. I don't know if we've ever seen Slow Rollers versus the Wiggles. We'll be seeing that if Filled Up can take one of these next 6 rounds. Which he heard the drop out there. And then his championship run again. Just trying to get up there. It's kind of just a last chance bracket climb after that. There's only one top bracket game before the championship. And then there will be a few last chance, because it will be slow rollers versus, we'll just go with the scenario I just came up with. It'll be slow rollers versus the Wiggles. We still have GBB versus Tsunami, which we'll just go with the higher seed, like I said. So that would put just Team 2 versus Tsunami. And then whoever wins out of... Oh, Yogurt got a kill. I didn't even see that. Septicon left all alone. 1v2 to clutch it, to keep pushing forward. Could this be the first 7-0 of the season? I don't think we've had one yet. I think the closest one was a 7-1, which was the Wiggles last time out. Or, I believe... No, it was Slow Rollers versus 1970, actually. Their first game. Will Filled Up be able to beat the Slow Rollers record for most rounds won in a game without... I don't think it's a historic record. Oh, what a kill. Definitely isn't a historic record that we're keeping track of, but... And Chewbacca gets the kill! Filled Up with the upset, and it wasn't even close, game 2. They took the game 1 and just kept the momentum. I thought they were falling off at the end of game 1, and then it just... They held on. Filled Up, took that last round, demoralized... demoralized the Wiggles, and just... They couldn't come back. Our widest win this season comes with a huge upset. I don't think there could have been a higher upset. Granted, the way that Filled Up's been looking, they definitely look like they want to be a championship contender, even winner maybe. I gotta get that Chewbacca in here. Gotta start asking some questions. Gotta come up with some. We'll kind of jot it down as we go. Congratulations on that win, Chewbacca. That was outstanding. You're making a good run for the bracket MVP. Are you looking to win the bracket MVP, or are you just playing to play? Hello.
Hello.
Did you hear the first question, or were you still out of it?
No, I was still loaded in.
All right, you're good. You're looking to make a huge run to try and be the bracket MVP. How are you feeling about those odds?
Can't say for certain that I'm confident, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, how does it feel after that first round when you guys start to like kind of sell on your attack?
Oh.
Did you guys think you guys were gonna lose that, or did you?
Well, no, because I'm pretty sure even if we went to overtime, Tower is really defense-based map, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure we were defending last, so either way, I think that we were going to take it.
Yeah. And then, did you expect to come out so hot on Bank? I know you guys love that map, considering how you played against the slow rollers. You guys did not expect anything close to that? I feel like when you guys played against slow rollers, you did really good on that map.
So, what happened was that's the only reason why I picked it.
Yeah.
It's because of our record with it. Pretty much confident boost when we were told that someone wasn't really good on this map.
Oh, that's good. Who was that, Dom?
Colin.
Oh, Colin said that.
Yes.
Oh, that's because I know Dom. I don't think Dom knew Tower at all, but he still tried to hang in there, looking pretty okay
One time
for
he
him.
was struggling.
He was definitely struggling on a new map, but you can't really blame him for that.
I wasn't holding against him, no.
And then I don't even know, you guys had such a dominant win there.
I
did not expect that. Yeah. How does it feel to now have the most rounds above the enemy? Like, you had the most dominant win this season against the 2 seed at that.
It was a confident booster, considering we lost the first time against them by a hair.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good, considering, like I said, how last time went. It was a hard fight.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't know what happened. Our drones were just on point, so.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you guys' chemistry was a lot better than what it has been in the past. Which, good
Yeah.
job on getting that together. We saw it the first half of that season. That was not not it.
No, it wasn't exactly chemistry. I've played with him quite a bit. It
Yeah,
was just mainly trying to like what to say play styles because our play styles are so different.
yeah,
So we just ended up adapting to one of ours, which was his, and just mainly stick together
yeah. Because
and just
you probably being the more
join in.
versatile player, able to give more to your less versatile.
Yeah.
And then looking into next week, you guys will be facing whoever wins out of enemy versus just team two. Are you guys looking forward to that, or what's your
I
confidence
am.
level?
I'm looking for about enemy. It will be if they do win, it will be a very fun match considering that we have yet to play against them.
Dude, yeah, like I don't know. I just like the hypeness of
It's
that.
it's you guys, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely like the fact that we're gonna be like there's a chance that we verse in the finals and we haven't versed each other at all yet.
If we make it to the finals, I think we're going to the finals, aren't we?
I don't know if we're calling this a semifinals. I'm gonna call it the finals because it's right before the championship. So you're going to the finals.
All right, yeah. So just going to the finals, I'm happy with. I don't care if we come out on top or not. Just making it is just good enough for
Yeah.
me, to be honest.
Because if you win
Considering
this
where we
next
started.
game, you'll make it to the championship, and then you will have seeding. You will be able to pick like more maps. You'll have more home field advantage.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, I don't really know if I have any more questions for you. Congratulations on that win. Y'all look really good out there.
Thank you, thank you. I got yelled at for taking all the kills the first game.
Is that why you let him get more than you the second?
No, it's just him. It was just that first Thorn kill. It kind of pushed
Yeah.
him a little bit farther, so he just started getting more kills.
Yeah, that Thorn. I definitely liked how you guys were playing the first game with your trap ops more so, and then the second game you guys kind of hunkered down more to where you just castled it off.
Yeah, I'd be joining the same calls in the middle of the game, and I asked them not to ban Rudy, but
Yeah.
they did anyway, so I wasn't too happy about it.
No, that's fair. I mean, you were dominating with it. Some
And
were
then
calling you DMR crutch.
I mainly go her for the combination of Castle and a Rooney because they have to waste two utils on the one doorway. They destroy the castle, and then they got to destroy the Rooney. That's either they get rid of the nades or the util.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. So it's just like a double door block, and it just kind of works most of the time. The DMR is just a plus.
Yeah. I definitely feel like the first round we definitely saw some peak play out of both teams. I definitely liked the way that Colin was playing, like that round when he was Mira, and I feel like you peaked away like
I
at the perfect time to where you just let
so
him in on Yogurt. I don't
I
know if you
couldn't.
saw what happened with Yogurt and him, but they
I
both
did.
tried to knife each other, and
I did.
then
So that round we might have taken it if it allowed me to track his footsteps as Jackal, but it would not allow me to scan it. It would not allow me. It would not pop up at all. So I had no clue where he was until it was too late.
yeah, that would be a tough call there. I feel like y'all had a lot of good executions, more than what you normally do. There wasn't really as much potato aim. I'd say your aim was pretty crisp. Yogurt had a couple moments, but other than that, y'all played good and y'all earned your spot in the finals, and then you got the championship if you win that.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, congratulations.
All right.
Have a good one.
Oh yeah.